take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, I wanna hate this. I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
What's up, Roulette Pools? Brent with AOB. Okay, we're back with another strategy here. Calling this one Move the Chains. And I'm going to describe it in just a second, but what we're doing is we're placing 7 units. Well, I guess I'm going to describe it now. We're putting 7 units down on each street. So we're covering 7 streets, and we're starting with the 1 street through the 19th street, right? Those 7. And every time we win, we're going to move it down. If we lose, we stay put, and we're going to use a slightly modified Fibonacci sequence for our progressions. Okay, so instead of 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, we're skipping the first 1. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. All right, let's keep going. So far, so good. We're just going to keep moving. So this was submitted to our channel by Mr. Scouse House, and he came up. We were talking, and you guys know that I like clever names for our strategies. Not just, he could have just said, we're calling this moving 7 streets, but he looked at this and he said, hey, what do you think? Got any good names? And we were looking at it, and he said, how about move the chains in regards to football, US football, American football, where moving the chains means every time you get a first down and you move the chains for the next 10 yards, we're sort of moving the chains. Very clever. I like the name. This is one of the few strats that have been submitted that I don't have to go back and rename. All right, so we're putting 1 unit down. When we win, whatever your unit is on the street, you're going to profit 5 units, okay? So we're putting 7 units down. We're profiting 5 units. Now we're going to go to the second progression of the Fibonacci sequence, except it's sort of the third, right? Instead of going 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And I also like the modified Fibonacci sequence if you want to make it a little easier. Instead of going, 5, 8, 13, 21, but you just go after 13, you go 20, 30, 50, 80. You just kind of round it off. It makes counting a lot easier that way. Boom, there we go. We win. All right, so we're going to go back to 7 streets here. 5, 6, 7. Now, once you get to the end, you can either start all the way back at the beginning or just make that train go back the other direction. So we're going to get to the end, and I'm just going to then go back. We're going to just kind of ping pong back and forth from end to end, whichever way you want. You can also use martingale on this. You can do obviously more aggressive recovery methods if you want to. The price of your bankroll goes up. So for $1 unit, for every 1 unit, I would suggest a minimum of 1,000 units bankroll. Okay, so in this case, our unit is $1. $1,000 bankroll is what I suggest, sort of as the min. Obviously, you can do a little less. You can do a little bit more. So 1,000 units for every 1 unit. That's what I suggest as your minimum bankroll. All right, so we are 1, 1. All right, here we go. We're going to go that. We're up to 3 units. Here we go. And one of the reasons for skipping the first progression in the Fibonacci sequence is because we're covering, right? We're covering 21 numbers. Generally speaking, I don't like Fibonacci sequences. I don't like the Fibonacci progression if we're covering more than 13 numbers. But if we skip it, it helps us out. But let's take a look here. Let's see how recovery is done. We have done this. Oof. Great. Thanks for hitting lows. All right, here we go. We're going up to 5. Next will be 8. If we lose this. And we'll see. So I like that we get down on these so you can see what recovery looks like. I probably will not risk my entire 1,000 bankroll. So if this starts getting down here pretty deep into the hundreds, I'll probably pull the plug. So that's my thing with these strategies. If you submit a strategy to us or whatnot, and they start going downhill, we'll probably just pull the plug. All right, we're going to need to win this twice now. So that's sort of the Achilles heel on this one, is that with the Fibonacci sequence, if you get you get to the third progression on this, you're not going to recover in one hit like you would with the Fibonacci sequence if you're doing a single dozen or 13 numbers. This is not going to recover. But the good news is we are covering 21, so we have somewhat decent coverage. You know me, I like 27 numbers and higher, but no more than 30. All right, but looks like we're going to get out of this one okay. And let's see where we leave off at the 31. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're just going to pull these over here like this and grab one more. So we recovered okay. I have done this. I've played this twice on our live streams, and it's done well both times. So whether I like it or not, so far it's been doing really well. So no reason for me not to like it. I just do worry because I know how far down these 20 and less number coverage. Now this one's, granted, this one is 21 number, but in that realm, I just know how many misses these can go. But so far this one's doing really well on the third time I try it. So again, 1,000 units should be your bankroll. So if you were playing 10 cents, just multiply 10 cents by 1,000, right? It's a tenth, so you can get away. All right, 7. Oh my gosh. He just wants to hit the fringes. All right, here we go. Going up to 3 units. All right, there we go. So yeah, the bankroll's easy enough. Payout again is 5 to 1. So 5 units. In this case, if our unit is considered 3, right? Now we have $3 at each street, $3 unit. Our profit, if we win this, will be a $15 profit. So really super easy to calculate your profits here. There we go. So 36. That doesn't quite get us back. So we're going to rebet. Now, if you want to play a little more conservative, and I'm looking at this right now, if you look at our graph up here, we're not very far off. You know, I would highly recommend going back down to base bet if you're up here at 20. I wouldn't keep it at the third. You want to save, especially when you're doing lower coverage systems. You really want to protect that bankroll, okay? You'll notice up here in the corner, that's a QR code. If you got disposable income and you are looking to gamble, definitely hit that. That is our affiliate link for Ray's Casino. All right, we ended up at 28. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to just pull these over, 2 of them. There you go. If you got disposable income, become an affiliate with Raised. Join our live streams. We're giving them away free money to our affiliates every single live stream. Plus, we have a paid leaderboard. Plus, we have a lotto at the end of every month where for every 5,000 you wagered, you get a ticket. We draw 3 winners. And look at this. Okay, we're doing nicely here. We're doing really nicely. All right, so let's pull this back here. Also, like I said in the previous video, starting on July, our videos will be going back to the comment drawings. So I'll throw out some keywords. All you got to do is put those into a comment, into a sentence, space the words out, those 2 words out, and we'll be drawing 2 winners every single video. And then as we go, we'll start increasing that. We'll also have a bounty on good strategies. So if you are interested in submitting a strategy onto our Discord, into our strategy channel, if I use that for one of the videos and it at least breaks even, okay, at least if it goes in the negative, no bounty. But if it breaks even, and we'll throw the details out as we get a little bit closer to July, but based on the number of views that video gets in the first 3 days on your strategy, you will be rewarded for that. Okay. Oof. All right, here we go. And this is to be expected, right? I mean, we're just covering just over half of the numbers, right? We're covering 21 out of 37. So a little over half the numbers. We're at 9 and 8. We're pretty much right where we're supposed to be statistically on here. So let's see how we can make out. I'm trying to keep these videos right around 15 minutes. And that way you can get in, see how this does, and decide if this is a stretch for you. If you get in our Discord, man, if you get in our Discord, people take these strats and they have modified them. So you not only get the advantage of the person who originally submitted and how they played, you get people chiming in about improvements, modifications, whatnot, how they have changed it and how it's how it's working for them. So really good idea to get in our Discord and do that. I'm trying to think of all the new things that were coming out. We're going back to all hands giveaways starting in July. So you don't need to be affiliate. And the prizes, there we go. The prizes will be based on the amount that you do wager, but you're not required. So if you don't wager, if you're an affiliate, but you haven't wagered any, or you're a person that is not an affiliate, you're still eligible, but the cash prizes will be lower than if you are an affiliate and you have wagered at certain tiers. The more you wager, the bigger your giveaway is going to be every session. So super excited about that. So everyone can be involved. So you'll be able to make money just by commenting on videos, submitting strategies for us to put in our videos, joining the live streams. It's all right there. And the QR code is right up there. Click that. Beautiful. Look at that. All right, we're going to go. We're at 11 minutes. I think we have a chance. If we do well, let's see if we can get back to the other end of this thing. And yeah, we're about 11. So we got 4 or 5. If we do really well, we can get to the end. If we're making tracks, I'll keep it all the way till we get to the other end. Hope you guys are all playing well and doing well. I'm looking forward. Raised is coming out with Raised 2.0 soon. And that's going to have better originals, new redesign look for it, new color schemes. So super excited for Raised to come out with that. We will also, I'm going to throw in another thing, for existing members and new members, we will be trying to come back to getting you some sort of tier match bonus for you. So for new members, if you sign up as an affiliate, we will match your first three tier bonuses as you go up through Raised. So you don't just get the bonuses that you're going to get Raised. We're going to match those bonuses for you. So you're getting twice the bonuses. If you're already an affiliate, we want you to have an advantage too. We're going to come up with something for you as well. But you do have the leaderboard. You have the lottos at the end of the month. So we're trying to make it even for both people who are already there and people who are just starting to join. My daughter's painting here and the damn cat keeps jumping up on the area that she keeps painting. All right. We lost on that one. That was a 30. Let's go. So we're at 13 minutes. We'll see if we don't get very far in here. I don't mind stopping right at the 15, 20 minute mark. So let's go to 20 minutes today. Let's see how far we can get in 20 minutes. Okay. We're on 2. Let's go. So it would be interesting to try this strategy with Martingale. I would definitely have twice the bankroll at least, but it would be interesting to see how it goes. All right, there we go. So that was on the 22 street. So we recovered. We're going back here, holding this on the 22, and I'm going to move the chains back here to 25. So yeah, we have so many strategies now listed in our Discord channel. Under our roulette strategies, we've got a ton of people have posted a bunch. I mean, it's exciting. I went through today and I'm already picking out going, okay, I'm going to try this. I want to try this one. I try this one. I still contend that nothing's going to probably sway me that there's something better as my daily driver than 5 double streets or 9 streets. Especially, I've been just crushing it with Centipede 1, Centipede 4. I'm also in one of the upcoming videos. We had a while back, we had Easy Rider, and we did it on Clever Bets, and I showed you that, and it was fantastic. It has been improved now. It has been improved. So I'll probably do a video of the new and improved Easy Rider. There's also the Big Easy, which is a version of that. All right, where were we at here? We were at 25. So let's bring this out to 28. And yeah, let's go to the end here. Let's get to the end and call it quits. Anyway, I'll be doing a video on the new improved Easy Rider with Clever Bets, the auto betting solution that controls your mouse, initially developed for people with disabilities and whatnot, but it's a fantastic tool, especially if you're doing Fibonacci or some of these strategies that have more complicated progression structures, right, to them. It's so much nicer when you have a tool that's just calculating the bet for you, so you don't have to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. But I'll be doing one of those, and I'll probably show a little bit of Easy Rider and Big Easy, but I've had those run for a long time and make good money, and people are doing really well with them. Now, that being said, no matter what you do, there's always a risk. So nothing is guaranteed. Okay. So just understand that. Anybody tells you you will never lose on something, if you look at a strategy and you go, what's the chance of that happening? I mean, trust me, you play it long enough, it will happen. So that's the downside. If you run something like Clever Bets for overnight, you either have to make darn sure that you're setting your unit size really low and you have plenty of bankroll, because if you think there's no way I can lose 10 times in a row on this, it will happen. It has happened to me. Okay. It has happened to me. So just be very, very careful. There it is. Look at this. Look at this. $72 in 16 minutes. $72 in 16 minutes on this. The highest bet, unfortunately, I wasn't keeping track. What did we go to? 5, maybe $8 units, which would have been a $56 bet, was our highest bet. And we ended up with $72. I got to tell you, so far in the 3 times, this is the 3rd time I've tested this, twice on live stream, once on video. It has done well each and every time. So down the road, we're going to test it again. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is, if you submit a strategy, probably at the end of every 1 or 2 months, maybe every month, we're going to take all the best strategies and do a bracket challenge. If your strategy is a top 3 of that bracket challenge, again, you're going to get money in your pocket. So get in our Discord. Links are all below. If you're looking to be an affiliate and have disposable money to gamble, click that QR code above. That'll take you to signup4raise.com. If you're in an area that you can't, get on our Discord. We will help you if you're having difficulty accessing the site. We have a lot of experts in there. All right, that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think about this. Move the chains. Thank you, David Scouse House, for submitting this. And be good humans. Good luck with all these. Remember, progressions are life, so be very careful, especially with new strategies. Make sure you know what you're getting into before you do it. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you guys with the next strategy next time. Cheers.